El Chupacripto. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Today we're going to be looking at the Bitcoin chart and follow up on yesterday's breakout pattern. Then I am going to be doing a short recap on yesterday's popular channels. Since I know a lot of people don't have the time to watch all of these, I will be posting the links in the description below, just in case some of these videos pique your interest. Before I start, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Alright, let's get started. Um, well, let's look at what's going on in the top 10 cryptos. It looks like we've been getting a good pump on all 10 except Terra. Since Terra has been going up for a while now, it seems to be cooling down. But overall though, we have a green market, so that's pretty good. On the fear and greed index, we went from extreme fear and now we're just fearful. Now let's get to the Bitcoin part. As you can see here, it broke out, and it seems like it's gonna go down. It's probably gonna want to retest the triangle. And if you go to the 4-hour, we have a supply zone right here, this green box. So most likely it's gonna touch this green box, maybe this 50 or the 200 moving average, and then it'll probably go up again. And if this 50 and this 200 cross, will get a golden cross on the 4-hour, which indicates upward momentum. So everything's looking good so far. Let's go back to the daily. It looks like same thing is trying to stay above the 50 moving average, and the breakout from this big triangle, the daily ascending triangle, it looks like it's gonna have to break out this supply zone, the triangle of heavy resistance, and this 200 moving average. So if we could manage to break above this triangle, it's gonna look really good. Probably like around 55,000. So we'll see. Let's check out the Bitcoin dominance chart. So here what I'm seeing is that Bitcoin is probably gonna be going up for a while, but we have some supply a supply zone at around 46-47%. So my guess is that once it hits this level, that's gonna come crashing down, which is probably gonna indicate that altcoins are probably gonna start to move up again. And if we manage to go below 40, like into like the 30s, we might be able to see an altcoin season, how they call it. So we'll see. And that's all I got for TA. Moving on to the channels, on BitBoy's morning stream, they had Frankie Candles analyzing the market again. They get into the Fed rate hike again, but with more detail. And then the majority of the show, they just talk about NFTs like HSBC, Instagram, Cardano getting into NFTs, and then they do an update on the XRP case. They do talk about Twitch and like Dr. Disrespect with his NFTs, Bored Ape starting lands with NFTs, stuff like that. I would recommend this one to people that are interested in NFTs. And that's all I got for the morning stream. It was alright. On Around the Blockchain, the guests were Altcoin Daily, Mind Your Biz, and Windy O. They talked about the Fed raising rates again. Then they talked about Ripple. Now, this one was one of my favorite topics. I'm not the biggest fan of XRP, and I think it's more of the same concept that we're dealing with our current financial system. I don't think it will be censorship resistant. If the world doesn't like what you're doing, they will shut you down. There are people in Russia, for example, that they don't believe in this war, and yet they're still being locked out of their money and can't even get basic needs like food and medicine. There's also like millions of people around the world that don't have bank accounts, and there's no banks around. But if they have cell phones, they have access to Bitcoin. So I really don't believe that XRP will change the world like Bitcoin can, but I do believe that XRP can make you money. They also talked about Instagram getting into NFTs on Altcoin Daily's channel. Austin covers on Ukraine, the Ukraine president signing a bill to make crypto legal. You know, might as well. It will be hypocritical of them to accept crypto donations from people all over the world and still not legalize it. You know, so he also covers. What does he cover again? Altcoin like Aave, Polkadot, Efinity, and Sandbox. Altcoin Daily always has good topics, and most of the time you could just watch his 10-minute videos and you could pretty much skip BitBoy's 2-hour content. So, yeah. On Digital Asset News, Rob covers Crypto.com making big moves, and then he explains why he still believes that Ethereum is the current altcoin leader. Then he talks about scam prevention. This video was pretty good overall, especially his last topic on scam prevention. Max Mayer talks about the metaverse land, the use case for it, how to make money with it, and if it's in a bubble or not, and how to be careful with it. Definitely check out this video if you plan on buying digital land. On Bitcoin Magazine, they had a podcast and they talked about the war and finance. They get into the history of war, the war taxes, war bonds, and how countries fund their wars. They get into the gold standard and how the future might be with the Bitcoin standard. So it's pretty interesting if you're interested in just how the history of war and the money behind it. On Invest Answers, he does the part 2 on the investor legends and what their personality traits are. Yesterday's video was not crypto related, but he does give a lot of advice on investing. But you need to see part 1 first. So I will be posting both of the links in the description below, and that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching, and hit that like button if you haven't, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.